Welcome back to the Panel Pal podcast. I'm Skull Ryan.
And I'm MN Stash. Hello, everyone.
Hello. And today we thought we'd have a bit of fun. We're not reviewing anything in particular. We're not talking shit about how Spidey's so garbage nowadays. We're going to have a fun little quiz.
Like Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Oh, yeah, like on... Oh, that was a boss bit of that game, bit of trivia. Like in Web of Shadows.
You get an achievement for it?
Like in Web of Shadows, where Wolverine stops fighting to ask you who served us pie. The Beyonder.
Fight.
Cool. So, what we're going to do here is, I have forged in fire 18 questions. We've got 6 categories with 3 questions each. They're not really of varying difficulty because that was too much effort for me. And what I'm going to do, I will ask you the question, you will give your best answer, and then we'll see at the end how many points out of 18 you have accrued.
In my head, all that's playing is, you're a fraud from fucking TASM 2.
At the end, we're on like 3 points. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Do we have like buzzers to go with this stuff? Or is just like,
well, if this goes well, we can evolve it. We can add lifelines. We can add categories like fucking Wheel of Fortune or whatever. This is bare bones to begin, but it could grow into something fun.
Mate, we could do proper like spin the wheel of fortune,
yes.
like the classic Sidemen days on YouTube.
Exactly, dude.
We're like, get a raw fish and slap it across your face.
Read the full Zeb Wells run. Yeah. No, give me the lifeline. I'm cashing out. Ooh. Oh, so, for the example then, got a test question for you. Name Peter Parker's uncle.
Okay, my heart actually stopped for a second. Well, if we're going off Skip Westcott's knowledge, he is the uncle, but I'll have to stick with Ben for now.
Ben, and that is correct. Very well done.
Wait, what about Trouble? What was I can't remember.
Was
Trouble having something?
Who's the uncle? Who's the dad? Ben would still be the uncle because it was Richard who shagged May instead.
The cuck uncle. Mate, he got done dirty.
He did. They absolutely minced him. That he keeps getting mugged off. He's not even in the MCU now. Like the most public-centered adaptation we're ever gonna get, and they've completely left Uncle Ben out.
Did you see the Flash actor wants to be Agent Venom?
Tony
the
Revolio.
Worst Flash ever
wants
to be like. It should be the TASM Flash, mate. He was actually cool.
He was good, yeah, and he was matey with him. He was the only one we saw actually develop because Joe Manganiello was just got the shit beat out of him. Yeah, I wouldn't want to fight him.
The 30-year-old who got held back for the last.
The 30-year-old high schooler, yeah. He never looked young there, dude.
You've been talking to that whole presentation.
What's Daddy gonna do? Sue me?
The teacher acted like Flash wasn't the one abusing them the whole time.
That whole school was messed up, dude. Why was no one? Where were all the teachers during the big fight in the halls?
It was in the one place where the teachers frequently roam.
Yeah.
Even wasn't it like whose food dropped on him? That was just a random student, wasn't it?
Yeah, because he just went the table in front of him.
No, I mean when he punched Flash. I couldn't remember if he had a random goatee or not on the guy. What if the teachers just let it go because they couldn't stand Flash?
The teachers are like, listen, they graduate in like a week. Fuck it.
Or one of them was the one that was close by was I've been teaching this son of a bitch for 20 years.
This dude was in my class.
It's like a Mrs. Puff situation. Oh.
So,
okay, I think I'm ready. Hit me.
Nice. Pick a number between 1 and 6.
2.
2. Ooh, the category you have chosen
okay.
is Amazing Friends.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Now, this is all about Spidey's mates in a mask.
Okay. The one book I skim read was fucking Team Up. Shit. Oh, fuck.
Actually, I think none of them are... it should go quite smooth. I started off quite easy, if I'm honest. So, question 1 for 1 point.
Oh, God. Attention.
Who was the villain in the very first team-up between Spider-Man and Daredevil?
Oh yeah, fuck it. That's issue fucking 16 in it. Isn't it the Ringmaster? Was it the Ringmaster? Like the circus?
It was the Ringmaster and the Circus of Crime. Go ahead, lad. 1 point. I need to find something, a pen or something to mark down your score.
I was gonna play the fucking Jeopardy.
Yeah. We need like a victory buzzer as well.
Oh mate,
I
remember the Oh, Matt was Matt affected or not? I can't remember. Was it because he was blind? He was like confused by everything.
It was because he was blind, so he got away with it. He didn't actually see any of the hypnotizing shit they were doing because he's blind.
I'm so sick of like when they first encounter each other, they always have to fight.
Oh, I know, mate, and it's especially bad with these two because later on, Peter literally barges into Nelson and Murdoch to accuse Foggy Nelson of being Daredevil and like exposes him in front of his co-workers like Spidey. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
would you like this to happen to you? Yeah, you know how much danger you're putting them in here. Absolute clown. He wonders why no one likes. He wonders why Johnny Storm bullies her.
He thinks he's misunderstood, but he's just a real dick.
No, he's just a dick.
Also, like, Foggy? Like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, chubby Foggy, what's he do? Like, just suck it in. Is he wearing a fat suit in his civilian life?
He's like on one of those ads where it's, like that thing men put over their gut to just hide all the fat somehow.
Yeah, suck it in. The, garters or something.
It's one of those horror things where it's like on TikTok ads.
Oh, of course it was.
Every time, like, there's an ad on Instagram or TikTok now, the comments are just "nice try, Diddy." That's all the comments are on every single ad.
Oh. Right. Would you? I think it's best if we smash out category by category, because then I won't be able to jump all around me page full of questions. So the second question in the category Amazing Friends for 1 point. Spider-Man was once a member of the new Fantastic Four, while the actual Fantastic Four were out of action. Name the other 3 members.
Is there like, was this the one where he had the blue suit, or was he still wearing his normal costume? Am I allowed to ask questions like that?
You're fine. He was in his normal costume, and it was 3 other superheroes who aren't normally part of the Fantastic Four.
It was Ghost Rider, one of them.
He was.
Hulk.
Who?
Is it Hulk?
It was Hulk, yeah.
There's one more. Fuck.
Who could it be?
For some reason, I want to say Deathlock, but I think Deathlock's wrong.
It's not Deathlock.
Fuck.
He's super famous, and he's quite good at what he would do, to the point where some would say he's the best.
I said Wolverine.
Yeah, Wolverine.
Oh my god.
That's it. Wolverine, Hulk, and Ghost Rider teamed up with Spider-Man to become the
How
new
the fuck do I
Fantastic
remember
Four.
Ghost Rider, but not Wolverine or like Hulk?
Well, Wolverine's in every other bleeding team, isn't he? So
I think because I was also thinking when they were wearing the blue costumes, Wolverine was also wearing like a shitty blue outfit.
was he?
Yeah, they had
Wow.
that. Insomniac chose that suit in Marvel's Spider-Man 2, but not the sensational one because,
Cringe.
yeah, for
There's
whatever.
There's an actual Wolverine suit in that game as well, isn't there?
Yeah, Miles has it.
Ah.
And he has like
And
a
there's,
shield outfit too.
there's like a Mysterio costume and everything. Instead of giving us
Yeah.
actual cool costumes from the comics, give us dodgy mishmashes.
He had Wolverine, Mysterio, shield, the Miles Morales Colgate original. There's so many shitty outfits.
Surely, if he's sneaking around, he's in the corner, like you're in the warehouse, like separating your drugs or whatever, because the Kingpin wants you to deliver. And you look up in the corner and it's glowing bright blue. You're like, what the fuck is that? Just shoot it. It's not very stealthy. Consider his normal suit's literally black and dark red.
But also, I can't remember the Kingpin being like even mentioned in Spider-Man 2.
No, I don't either. Tombstone appeared, but it'd be funny if, like every other villain, Kingpin's like reformed, like he's sorry.
Yeah, he now just like he's like a business, like social media business manager.
Yeah, he actually is importing the spices now, and only the spices. Because like every other villain
Turk's
in
like
that
his
game,
best employee.
everyone else either dies off screen or has like reformed.
Again,
Ridiculous.
it goes like the whole thing of like Insomniac games feeling so sanitized, where it's like, oh, all the villains reform. Oh, Spider-Man talks like his HR boss is listening to every word.
Literally did. And
Like when he's fighting people with guns, he says like we should make a book club or some shit. I'm like,
yeah, can we talk about, being friends instead?
yeah.
What? Also,
Brony power.
if DC is listening, did you know that Spider-Man 2 stole one of your characters? When he's walking around Oscorp, he meets Dr. Young.
Is this like a prequel?
This must be before she worked at Arkham. She's like doing shit with bees or something, I believe.
Didn't she like actively ignore Bruce's order when he's like, get out of the way?
Yeah.
And she's like, I'll be fine. And then literally gets like a bomb exploded in her face.
They've got a solid 5 seconds as well to see the graffiti and hear the bomb click. Where if she was in the zone, she could have easily jumped away and lived.
Before this, Batman was also bat-grabbling criminals like the entire game.
Yeah.
The one time he could have
Not.
done it to save a life.
Yeah.
Just let it happen. Wait, what a numpty, mate.
Absolute clown, mate.
Oh,
right. Are you ready for question 3?
yes, I am.
Your current score is 2. In the Amazing Spider-Man issue 187, a classic.
Fuck.
Ooh.
Oh, wait. I think, yeah.
Spider-Man and Captain America search for a sick child kidnapped by Electro. What disease does the child have?
Oh, God. It's not a bowler, is it?
What's a disease literally no one ever has anymore?
Oh, for fuck's sake. No one.
It's so stupid.
Is it like some sort of flu? No. The plague. Isn't it like a plague?
The plague, yes. The Black Plague. This child has somehow gotten the plague. When Electro finds out, he goes, get him away from me.
Did they ever follow up how it didn't, like, I swear Electro got the plague too.
Yeah, he does. He did. Absolute clown. Oh.
I'm guessing, like, did like his powers just nullify it?
Just shocks it out of his system. Like, while we're on the subject, do you think Spider-Man's giving his villains cancer every time he fights them?
Well, it harkens back to, like, was it Spider-Man Reign, where
This radioactive spunk. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, well, if his blood gets somehow mixed up with theirs, surely they're fucked.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, he's got radioactive spider blood. Who would be in more contact with his blood than the people who want him dead? And a suspicious amount of villains get cancer after fighting Spider-Man. Vulture, Venom, Doctor Octopus. It's getting suspicious.
Well, like, Doc Ock would have had, like, a time where he would have been just, like, pounding Spidey's face in, and then blood would have splashed up
On his specs.
straight into his face.
Bit in his mouth, up his nose. Exactly. All the amount of times, like, the vultures slashed at Spidey with his wing.
Yeah. I mean, like, Venom is known for, like, that shit.
Yeah, he got mad cancer.
Mad cancer. It's totally like, it's not like stage anymore. It's like, no, you got mad cancer.
They tell him in Brand New Day, his doctor tells him, yeah, you're fucked. And then a week later, his doctor tells him, oh, it's all gone. Good going.
You tested Walladine for cancer.
You are cancer. Aladdin.
He gives him that, like, concerned look right after he smiles.
Yes, he doesn't know what the fuck. Oh. Well done there, mate. You answered all three.
Okay, what an issue, mate.
Genuine. Excuse me. So, pick a number between 1 and 6 that isn't 2.
Let's go with 5.
5.
I'll go with the second and then the second last.
Ooh. So, the category you've chosen, Tangled Web.
Ooh.
Ooh, all about
my.
love interests.
Yeah, yeah. Skip time, baby.
I was pretty tempted to put in a skip question. Spidey's most nefarious. Oh, this one could actually... Skip could be an acceptable answer for this next one. Question 1. Name 4 love interests. Any 4 you like.
Well, I'm gonna go with Carly Cooper. Like Shay.
Oh no.
Mockingbird.
Oh shit, it's the one.
And I'm gonna go Mary Jane. And as a bonus one, I'm gonna go Whitney Chang from the
Amazing Game. Amazing. You know what? That's fair.
Did you?
I didn't specify comics. That's fine by me.
Well, I wanted to, but you were drooling. So he says this as Gwen is, like, fighting for her life. By the way.
Absolute mate. Why do they keep introducing these? Like, could they not have used Joy Mercado, wherever you say it, someone from the books, instead of creating an all new reporter? Did we not have enough reporters in Spider-Man?
Mate, her and Gwen, like, the two love interest aspects of the first game. Like, for the second one, Gwen was completely omitted. But then Whitney Chang was reduced to just news reporting. Like, she didn't actually interact with Spidey.
Yeah, mate. Craven was his love interest in too, if anything.
A true hunter always sleeps with his prey.
I fucking loved how because they didn't want to spoil the movie, even though it's got nothing to do with the movie, the game. He's like, oh yeah, Gwen did go to London in this timeline. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
What? But you were together at the end of the...
They should have just done like what they did with the first, and then just do like a sequel.
Yeah, I thought that was quite a cool idea at the time, mate.
Like, it doesn't matter if you get it wrong, because no one's gonna go like, well, it's canon to the TASM game.
Oh no, yeah.
Like,
if it was, there's two rhinos. There's the robot rhino and the cross-species rhino.
Two Smythes.
There's two Smythes. Yeah, one's dead.
Mate, his death was pretty gruesome, the way he's like crawling back to his spider slayers. And they just go like, cross-species detected.
Because everyone else was cured, weren't they? But
yeah,
not him.
He's getting he's torturing Spidey. Have you seen the subtitles?
What's it say?
He's like Spider-Man screaming, and it says in brackets "super painful scream." I just thought it was like, like he's like screaming, like belting out with his lungs. Super painful.
I thought you were gonna say it says something like "scream of losing the use of his legs." Whoa! Get that stage direction. Why would you respond to
that? Okay. So, what did you like my picks for the
classics, mate? Absolute Mockingbird. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like she let him sleep on his couch and
she let him wear the feminist shirt and
yeah, that's right. She'd insult him like at every chance.
That's love.
It's good. That was Dan Slott as well, wasn't it? So like Dan Slott had Peter sleep with an Asian, like rigorously, had him sleep with a midget, and then was belittled with a blonde woman. Is this like all just like Infinity Stones of Dan Slott's like dreams?
Yeah, all his fetishes, mate.
Yeah. Oh my.
Oh. Grim. Il Defo. I feel like the Earth is in such a state. We can probably expect him back on Spider-Man before long.
Mate, I got an email from the comic store saying like, "Hey, you love Superman? There's a new Superman issue 1 by Dan Slott. Let us know if you want it." I'm like, fuck off.
Those bastards.
No way am I getting that. No chance.
No, mate. Don't encourage him.
Superman cheats on Lois with an Asian midget that also belittles him at every chance.
Lex Luthor swaps minds with Superman.
Yeah.
Right.
And no one notices?
No one notices for 2
Superman
years.
Treats the one character who's nice to people, treats them like shit. No one bats an eye.
Right, so question 2, Entangled Web. Sally Averill, do you remember her?
Fuck. Oh my. When was this?
Well, technically, Sally Averill was technically the first girl we ever see Peter show any interest in, because she's who he invites to the demonstration of radiation in Amazing Fantasy 15.
Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, that's way back in the archive.
Oh, yeah. Later on.
Oh my god, how can I... Mate, Spectacular had her, didn't they?
She did, yeah, she was a right bitch.
She low-key cared for him, though, as well.
Later on in life, Sally herself became a costume superhero. What was her hero name?
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Sally.
Sally Averill.
What
this
era
was, I
this?
believe it was in Untold Tales of Spider-Man, which was the 90s.
Jesus Christ.
Featuring villains like Batwing, Headsman, Scorch, I think was one dude.
It's hard to be... Oh my god, because like I only remember the fucking... What's it called? That Mary Jane comic book.
The
Um,
Spidey loves Mary Jane.
the one, no, no, the one where it's like it goes more into MJ's past, I think,
Oh,
and how Spider-Man was fighting, I think, radioactive man, or something like that.
the goggles do nothing.
I think it's. I can't like remember exactly. I just remember like blue. There was something blue in it, but I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah, mate.
I don't think I can. That's all I can remember is blue.
I'll give you half a point. It was Bluebird.
Oh, I see. Was it like Hawk and Dove?
In a sense, yeah. But she was doing it to show off, basically, so people think she was cool, and she ends up fucking dying.
Oh my
She,
god! Wait,
she gets killed doing it.
wait. Let me. I just want to see this. Just to. Let me search up Bluebird quickly.
Go for it.
Sally.
Sally Arrow, the Bluebird.
Wait, she was in the Amazing Spider-Man movie.
I think she was the girl who Flash
The
bullies with
pictures.
the basketball. Is she the glasses girl?
No, it's saying that you know at the start where she's like, "Are you free Friday night?" He's like,
Oh,
yeah." And then she
that
just
was
says
it.
like, "Can you take photos of my boyfriend's fucking
Oh,
car?"
yeah,
He's
me
like,
of
"Oh
a
yeah."
car, yeah.
And
Quest.
then she's actually in Homecoming.
No way. As
I'll
Gal
send
Ned.
through an image.
Yeah, I can see it here.
Oh yeah, don't worry.
Yep,
Gil Ned. That's
that's
great,
so.
mate.
What a travesty! So not only did the MCU take the literal the girl who looks exactly like Gwen and make her Betty Brant, but they've also decimated poor Sally.
And like Genki is Ned,
Can we
and
look at
Flash is not even Flash. It's like what the
yeah, I
fuck?
was gonna say, look at the Amazing Spider-Man's casting for Sally, who's meant to be like the popular bitchy girl. That's pretty good, that, compared to the MCU, certainly. Can't see that
And
lady
but the
bullying
MCU
anyone.
was like a nerd.
Uh,
Like she would have got bullied.
she's on the decathlon. She's on the Olympic math team or whatever the hell they're doing, the spelling squad, whatever the hell that was. And then
Yeah,
look
like
at
what?
Flash as well. Like,
I hate how that's the mainstream. Spidey.
that is not
Hasn't
how
deserved
it
so
should
much
be.
better, man. Like I swear to God.
Who's this little blonde one as well? Sally Averill Earth 4026. Can we not just put like Ultimate or something?
Was it, she
Mid-
was in no Liz Allen was in Ultimate Spider-Man. She was
she was
Mary Jane's
Firestar.
friend.
She became Firestar because she hated mutants, and it was revealed she was the daughter of the Blob.
Ooh.
Or was that Liz? Oh no, that was Liz. Shit. But yeah, Liz, who was Firestar in Ultimate, was the Blob's daughter. Okay, why not?
Tastes like chicken.
Yeah, that psychopath.
Yeah, like, how did he procreate? What the fuck?
Disgusting me.
I'm searching up like how do I search up who was in Spider-Man Homecoming? Because I would never have ever realized that was Sally or like if they didn't say the names you would have no clue like who they were.
Yeah. Like when the kid puts his hand up and the teacher goes, "Not now, Flash Thompson from the comics." You're like,
Yeah.
what?
Could you imagine if that's like they do like that exposition for everything? Not now, Peter Parker first appeared in Amazing Fantasy 15.
Look at that license plate. AF15. That's in reference.
Mrs. Warren.
Miles Warren Morales.
What the fuck?
Mrs. Warren is a
Aaron
jackal in the
Davis.
MCU. But it's a girl.
Let's see. Abe, Principal Marita, Doris Toombs. Doris even sounds familiar. Oh, 'cause that's fucking Ben Urich's wife. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh yeah.
I saw Karen Suit Lady and for some reason thought of Lady Stiltman.
Oh, if only.
Agent Foster. Randy. I don't think that's Randy Robertson.
Foster, that's something, innit? There's a Norton G. Fester, the Luther.
Yelling Woman. Yeah, that reminds me of so many characters.
Yelling Woman, my favourite.
Stanley played Gary.
Gary. I don't remember him in Homecoming. Who was he in Homecoming?
When Spidey webs that guy's head to the car, and then Stanley's like, "Don't make me come down there, you punk."
Yeah. Stealing his bike, or like he wasn't stealing, it was his bike.
Or the car thing. He's like, "Yeah, I got work in the nights, man." And then one of them's like getting pissed at him. One guy is just credited as, "Yeah, Spider-Man guy."
Who's that big fella who goes like, do a flip? Because he, for some reason, was brought back in Friendly Neighborhood.
And wasn't he in like Shang-Chi as well?
He was. He was on the bus or some shit while they're like, they're fighting.
Zach Cherry, his name is.
Christ, is he someone famous then? Because I've never bloody heard of him.
Severance. Succession.
I've heard of these.
Duncanville.
You were saying Dunkirk, and I was like, who the fuck was he in Dunkirk?
He was in Fallout, the show.
Really?
Yeah, somehow. Tiny Dinos, the podcast series. Oh, I don't know which one I'd watch. You reckon we can get Roger Bumpus on an episode?
Yeah, when we do our Daredevil audio drama.
Mate, how much can we pay for a cameo, mate? Like, we'll just say, like, we want you a part of this, please.
Gotta say, some Stiltman dialogue. Got it.
Gotta recreate the scene where he saves Daredevil or some shit, or when he like thinks that he's the new Kingpin and the Gladiator's there.
Yeah, when he's handing in his gear to the new Kingpin murder.
I love how on his cameos he's got like a SpongeBob museum.
Ooh.
And he's got like a giant Squidward cutout.
Nice. I like when actors and that like what they're doing. Like it's not just a paycheck.
Yeah, like even like the way the Trevor actor from GTA.
He hates it, doesn't he?
He doesn't want to be known as Trevor. Like I understand wanting to be recognized for other works you've done, but at the same time, mate, like this sets you for life.
Yeah, he was shit in The Walking Dead, so take what you can get, pal.
I need to actually watch more of The Walking Dead. I was just more put off by the fact that like within the first season they found like an underground base. That's when I stopped watching it. What is that?
I stop after Herschel gets done in. Spoilers, Herschel fucking die.
I just like how like the what's his name? The Asian one was like in the game, and then
Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn was in the game. Like, oh, connected. Was the farmer in the game too? Because you meet the farmer, and then, but was his son like dead in the show?
Yeah, the game connects to the comics instead of the show, and you watch like him lose his first son, and he's pissed off about it, so he kicks you all off his farm.
That was in the game.
Yeah.
But he wasn't in the show, or was he?
In the show, they messed around with his family. In the comic, he's got 2 twin girls, while in the show he's got just Beth. He does have Maggie, she's from the comics, but he had like 4 sons as well that just didn't appear in the show. He just had his daughters.
It's also stupid though. Like, I just think the way that in that part of the game, no matter what, his son dies.
Yeah, Takes the truth right out your hand, doesn't it?
It's like, well, then you might as well try to save that annoying bitch Duck,
Oh, I hate
because then
that.
Kenny's gonna like say thanks, you know.
Yeah, you can at least bro out with Kenny then. If Herschel's going to fuck you over anyway, you can at least make one mate.
Or like how Kenny always saves you no matter what in the Pharmacist, but like
Yeah.
if he hates you, he's like, you know, I'm not letting another person die today, even though if he is like a fucking piece of shit.
Ledge. Right, we've got one final question in. Tangled Web, are you ready?
Yes, yes.
It's an obscure one.
Oh, God.
What villain once believed Mary Jane Watson to be Spider-Man?
Mary Jane Watson to be Spider-Man.
Yeah, there's an issue. I think Peter
Peter
follows it to a different town. I thought it was a main issue. Peter follows it to propose to a different city. I don't remember what one. And a supervillain sees that Mary Jane and Spider-Man are both now in the same other town, and he thinks, I wonder if it's like a suit where like it makes her look like a fella, like an Iron Man situation, and he goes to try and get it.
That annual issue where Mary Jane's like doing that Superman pose, but she's got the Spidey costume underneath. Is this like a what's the word? An A-lister or like a
Oh God, no! Christ,
like
no.
okay, so like a D-lister sort of thing. So he's going to propose in a different town.
He follows her because he's gonna propose.
Different town.
I'll tell you.
Was this when there was like that weird ghost things going on, or was that a different story I'm thinking of?
I think that was a different story. I will say though, you have already mentioned this villain during this recording.
No. Oh no.
This was gonna be question 2, but you mentioned the villain right before I say it, so I'll give question 3 first.
Fuck, which villain did I say?
It was during just mid-question banter as well. It wasn't one of the answers.
Oh my God. What the fuck? I'm trying like desperately to claw back into my mind. Jesus Christ. Fuck. We won't count it as a point, but can I get another hint?
It turns out this was an annual. It was in annual 19.
Oh, that was the one I was fucking thinking of. Oh my God. I just remember there was a shot going off, I think, as well on the cover. Fuck no, I can't remember. I even said the name.
Aliens. Aliens, according to the Wikipedia, aliens were involved.
No, man, there's no way. That's right. Oh my God, some of the annuals were so fucking boring.
Yeah, some of them are not. It's literally just the first one, really, that's worth reading, and that's just for the Sinister Six.
Yeah, then like the wedding issue.
Would you like to know who it was who mistook Mary Jane for Spider-Man?
Yeah, we'll go on.
Alistair Smythe.
I got it links directly into the proposal and
Well,
you
still doing pretty well. Yeah.
That was the ugly Smythe too. That wasn't it like
it was.
The weird,
it was like, before he did like bioengineering or whatever and looked like Belter.
He looked like that one deformed ginger from that one movie.
Let me just.
I remember that Family Guy episode.
Yeah.
Where the blind girl's filling his face and he's like, But I thought you said like it's like what's on the inside that counts, and she's like, yeah, but there's a limit.
Oh yeah, idiots. Right then, pick a number between 1 and 6 that isn't 2 or 5.
I'm gonna go 3 now.
3. Ooh.
3. 3.
Taking a bit of a break from comic books, you have chosen. Let me say it properly. Arachnidaptions.
Oh.
This is arachnid adaptions. So we've got movies, games, and TV shows.
Okay.
Ooh,
Please don't be the
get...
80s show. I fucking hate that.
Oh no. Oh no. So, question 1. In the 2008 cartoon The Spectacular Spider-Man, name all 6 members of the original Sinister Six. It's a bit of a shake-up from the comic version.
That was when he was in the black suit, right?
Yeah. They break out of the prison and they beat the shit out of him in Times Square. Who was involved?
Doc Ock.
Right.
Electro Sandman.
Yeah.
Rhino.
Yo.
Shocker.
Yeah.
And Vulture. Yes! That's right. Yes.
Yeah, mate. Smashed it. Crushed it.
I just remember the dinner scene where they're fucking eating or they're having lunch.
Yes.
So my head was like, it was going into all their classic moments, like when they went to the sewers and like Sandman and was like freaking out under the water.
It's like, I don't do so good. And Rhino's like, I'm not so good in tight spaces.
Treachery!
What an episode that one was, dude. The entire show's friggin' boss. Yeah.
The classic.
You see, like, when he's like, any last words? And Spidey's like, humming. Quality. Good job, mate. That was a tough one. So the name's 6. Yeah, it's boss. I'm looking forward to that watch along as well.
Oh yes. I love when he's when he just starts like shouting out, "I am the spectacular Spider-Man," as he's and then the guitar's like blaring in the background.
Yeah.
Sick show.
I like how it actually sets up the villains before they become the villains. Like you see Doc Ock for like 4 episodes before his accident. Sandman's like a recurring small-time thief.
It's also like like it actually does a well enough, like it does really good at adapting Ditko's stuff.
Yeah.
You got Green Goblin was more of like a mob villain in that show as well. Like he was fighting for power. But yeah, I love that. Like the that one issue where it looks like he's bumming Spider-Man, but he's just holding him weirdly. You got like like stuff like Patchy, and then the Tombstone instead of the Kingpin was interesting, I guess.
Yeah.
Even like Keith David voiced him.
Oh, Spawn himself, mate. He was the big man.
Yeah. Was the Crime Master there? I can't remember.
No, sadly, because he's sick as well. He's got a boss mask.
Something similar. The Master Planner was there though.
Yeah, the original big man in the comics is Foswell, wasn't it? Who works for the Bugle. While Crime Master was Betty Brant's brother. That's hard to say. So it was like 2 big time.
The start of the trauma, mate.
Mate, she's had it. She's had enough. Are you ready for question 2?
How how the his 2 like early love interests both had crazed brothers. Like Liz had Molten Man,
dude. Yeah.
Betty has the fucking crime.
The Crime Master.
His mask was sick.
It's Boss, the black with the like white stripes. He's sick. He needs adapting immediately. I'd rather see him than Silvermane, if I'm honest.
Yeah, because he's like the Rose. Oh, the Rose is like him.
Oh,
was he the inspiration? Because they both wear like suits, got the mask.
They do have a similar sense of style. Oh. Are you ready for question 2?
Yes, sir.
This one is actually a hard one. So,
Ooh.
in the video game adaptation Ultimate Spider-Man, so the Ultimate
Okay.
Spider-Man video game, what does the Beetle steal while he's getting chased by Spider-Man? There's a scene where he crashes into a laboratory. He like aims his gun at the window just in case Spidey's on his ass, and he steals.
Was it some sort of vials?
Yeah, oh yeah. But what was in that vial?
Was it blood?
Oh no!
No, it can't. Oh, was it? I want to say
It's
either that or like symbiote or some shit like that.
Ooh, it is tied to a supervillain.
Because he was retrieving it for Doom, wasn't he?
Yeah, he gets a sample of a supervillain. But what supervillain?
Oh my. What supervillain would make sense?
The grim thing is, it's never followed up on because there was no sequel.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what supervillain like makes sense.
Who would
Would be
Latveria
like
want?
would even be in a. It's a spy. Is it a Spidey?
It is a Spidey villain, yes. One that the Ultimate Universe did quite dirty, I think, because he barely does anything. He's just there in the background.
They're in the mate.
To the point where his first fight with Spider-Man, gets retconned later on by an issue. Like,
Oh
he doesn't
my God,
actually
fuck.
fight him in order. It just goes, oh yeah, we didn't tell you at the time, but Spidey also fought this guy over here. Ridiculous.
Was it? Wait. Wait, did the Spider-Man 2017 game like reference it?
Don't think so. 2017 game, the one with Yuri Lowenthal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
oh,
didn't
shit,
that have
yeah.
a vial?
It's that and similar,
Was it
yes.
Why the fuck was he after Sandman?
I don't know. But he breaks into a lab and he steals a vial of the Sandman. And then Spidey's like, I did just want to talk, but now I think you need a good old-fashioned can opener.
It's a
But
nice suit.
it was indeed the Sandman. Well done. That was a tough one.
I
thought.
hate
It's
this,
never
like
again.
whenever they do that shit with Sandman.
Ultimate Sandman was so bloody wasted. He was like he had brain damage or something. He didn't actually have any plots of his own. He was just there with the Ultimate Six. The retcon.
His best like contribution was that one cover because it looked cool, and that was like it.
And like Spidey apparently fights Doctor Octopus and then Sandman on the same night. But in the issue of Doctor Octopus, there's no mention of. They mention Sandman, but they don't mention him fighting him or breaking out. There's no backstory given. I don't think he has any lines of dialogue throughout the entire Ultimate Universe.
But I also find it just quite boring when it's like I think there could have been so many cooler villains to pick to be in a vial.
Yeah, like he was clearly collecting villain shit because he attacks Venom later and gets a sample of him. Or
Never followed.
maybe Latveria's just got like shit beaches. He wants Flint to come down and do him up for him. Like, there's a surfing contest that Doom wants to cheat at in Latveria, and he needs Sandman's help.
A sandcastle competition. It's like against kids as well, like 10-year-olds or something, and Doom's like, behold.
Well, like, he's in like just a dark green Speedo and his armor.
Like, I love that robot chicken when they put the mask on upside down, then it goes on his like crotch.
Oh. And then the final question in the category of arachnidaptions. Are you ready?
Yes, I am prepared.
Ooh. In the very first Spider-Man movie by Sam Raimi, what
Yeah.
did Spider-Man do when the Green Goblin offered him friendship?
I offered you friendship, and you spat in my face.
That is correct.
We
He
literally
offered
were
him friendship.
joking about that before the
We
thing.
were. We were. I was like, I've checked my devices for any bugs that you've planted, mate, because you were talking about Smythe before the Smythe question. We were talking for you. Fantastic. You know what? Considering that's really the only film until Far From Home, that was the only time Willem Dafoe was the Green Goblin. Because don't really count 2 and 3 where he's in it for 10 seconds each. He did leave a lasting impression.
Mate, the way that he's just always like, to me, even though he is acting, for some reason I'm like, yeah, that's just William Dafoe.
Yeah, yeah, mate.
Because
Like
so many times I've seen him do just batshit things.
American Psycho, where he's questioning Christian Bale, and it keeps cutting between like being suspicious and being laid back, so you don't know what the hell the character's thinking. Sick,
I
mate.
love when they're like at the meeting they planned, and they're just like, it's still like you have no clue, like what's going on. Like when Bateman goes like, right, and then William Dafoe's like, yeah, or like the
Yeah.
lighthouse, hark.
He's fantastic in everything, dude. He's
Like that
a
random
sick
shot of him naked in the lighthouse was. He's doesn't he have like a massive carcass?
the legend goes that in one movie he had a nude scene and they had to give him a prosthetic smaller penis because no one would believe his actual penis was that ridiculously huge. What a compliment to get off someone. Listen, mate, that's too big.
Also, technically, he did sins past in Kinds of Kindness.
Oh yeah, with Emma
Because
Stone.
yeah, because she's like indoctrinated into this cult, and like they all sleep with the leader one at a time.
Osborn.
So, yeah, fucking, oh, Andrew Garfield, we put like, he, they even drew him like Andrew Garfield in that story.
Incredible how it works. Like the universe has bent over backwards to give us some form of sins past in real life.
Yeah, no, we don't get the marriage though.
Oh God, no.
We
Pick a
get
number.
we get one more day and sins past.
Pick a number between 1 and 6 that isn't 2, 3, or 5.
I'm gonna go 1.
1. You, my friend. I couldn't think of a snappy title for this one, so I just put Spider History.
Okay. Spider Storian.
Ooh. Ooh.
Webstorian.
Oh, that'll be next time, mate. Webster's Dictionary I'll put next time. Question 1 for the grand total of 1 point.
Oof.
Who, as revealed in, I think it was Annual 5, who was behind the murder of Peter Parker's parents?
It feels like I'm on like Tipping Point.
Tipping Point's all luck.
Like, I swear to God, like when they go like, "Oh, do you want to like risk it all?" It's like the most obvious like fail. You'd never get the jackpot. Like, well, you have won 3K, but you can risk it all for 3 shots. It's like,
I also hate
believe...
Deal or No Deal. Go ahead.
No, fuck that show. I believe it was the great Red Skull.
It was indeed the Red Skull. Peter. It turns out everyman Peter Parker had super spy shield agent parents who got framed by literally the ultimate Nazi as being traitors. Every man
And did
Peter Parker.
Spidey kill them that?
He did. He purposefully guides a rocket into one of Skull's men's limousine, blows the shit out of him, and he was only recently retconned as to survive in what was it? Nick Spencer's run during that awful Chameleon Teresa story.
Oh my. Mate, can we leave the origins alone for once?
I know. Like, Silk was bad enough.
Oh my. Okay. So, how many am I on now? Like, how many points?
Currently, you're on 8.5 points out of 9 questions.
That's okay. Okay, yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah.
What's the jackpot?
I'll subscribe.
Nope.
Question 2. What university did Peter and Flash Thompson go to? It's not a real university.
Is it
it's not a real life one. Go on.
Is it not ESU?
It is. And what does ESU stand for? Big building in New York.
State University.
That's the one, mate.
And
on the
did
block.
Peter later did like a bachelor thing there, right?
He
During
did.
Spectacular Spider-Man.
He
that one
did.
woman hated his
teaching
guts.
assistant. Oh, she hated him. But then towards the end, she was like, you know what? Maybe he's all right. And then we never saw him again. He did meet Deborah Whitman there, though.
Oh, no.
Crazy Deb.
I should have mentioned Deborah in the love thing.
You could have, but I think you.
But
I think
remember
we filled our boots.
But she hated Peter because she thought like he was like a snob. Because he got like the thing through being smart or whatever, and like he didn't earn it in her eyes, and he always missed classes and missed assignments and all that shit.
Yeah, because he's out doing Spidey stuff. She was in the Iguana's first appearance, but I cannot remember her name.
No, there's no way. Wasn't like Deborah Whitman more like that in the show?
Yeah, because she was like she was more in his face. Because comics Deborah, she was a bit of a wimp.
Oh, Miss Whitman.
Oh, wasn't it so funny how she got driven mad by thinking Peter was Spider-Man? So he revealed he was Spider-Man to her, and then she didn't believe him. What?
But I love the way, like, seeing how are they gonna, like, get out of his identity being exposed this time? Usually, if it's, like, you know, when it's not some random bullshit, it's just some random bullshit death.
Yeah, just kill them. It's
like,
fair.
How many times has, like, one villain who's figured out the identity just, like, accidentally walked backwards until they stumble over the rooftop?
Spidey's like,
Daredevil goes like,
I really wanted to save him. Oops.
Yeah, totally didn't put a tripwire behind him when he wasn't looking.
Very suspicious.
Okay, mate, I'm doing pretty well so
you
far.
Are. You are indeed. So,
this is my credentials on the line here.
The third question. Oh, it's a long one, this one. Third question on Spider history. Name 3 members of the sinister syndicate. Not 6. Syndicate.
3 members, was it?
Yeah.
Beetle.
Yeah.
Was the Rhino on the team?
He was on the team, yeah.
And what? Boomerang, right? It was.
Yes. You got it.
Yes. I remember because I always looked at those 2 fucking issues because I needed to get the orange cover one, so I remember their faces on the. Who was there? Anyone else?
Yeah, the other 3 was Speed Demon, Hydro Man, and it was only 5. That must have been it. Speed Demon, Beetle, Hydro Man, Rhino, Boomerang, and Speed Demon.
I wish Beetle had like more shit to do like that.
He was a crafty one, wasn't he, back in the day? But I think is he still a superhero now? After he joined the Thunderbolts and then found out he liked being a hero.
I haven't seen him in ages, to be honest. I
I last saw him
no
in
clue what he's up to.
Sinister Superior Foes of Spider-Man, where
Doesn't he like try
tried
to
to
talk one of them out of them?
Boomerang. Yeah, Boomerang. He was saying to Boomerang, being a hero is quite good. And he was just, Boomerang. Okay.
It literally is in the Marvel world. Like, if you've got powers, it's more rewarding to be a hero than a villain.
You pay as well. Even if you're just good at throwing a boomerang.
You have a chance of beating the Avengers?
If Hawkeye can do it, mate, and Black Widow can do it, then you're fine.
And that Family Guy meme where they're all sitting in like, so what do you bring to the Avengers? I kick. Oh, like we can't kick.
Right, dude. 4 or 6.
I'm gonna go 6. We'll go 6.
6. Well.
Lock it in.
Lock it in, mate. So, category 6, the man behind the mask. These are all more Peter Parker centric than Spider-Man.
So this is where the Skip Westcott thing comes into play.
Question 1. What was the name of the 3 girls who used to live next door to Peter Parker? I think it was while he was in his Chelsea apartment.
Oh no, they were fit.
There was
wasn't
3
it like
horny bitches right next door.
Candy, Randy, and Bambi or something
That is
like
it.
that?
One of them was literally named Randy.
Oh no, mate! I remember like then was the one time there was sunbathing, on the roof, and he's like, "Fuck, how do I get out?" So he like didn't he like web up a bat or something and threw it at them?
He webs up a scary huge bat to get them to run away, so he can sneak into his skylight. Absolute ledge.
Mate, they were. Oh, mate, he could have easily. He could have easily pulled all 3 at the same time.
Exactly. Back when Peter was an actual fella, one of the lads.
Didn't he like hand them off to this like random guy as well?
That sounds like a modern Peter thing to do there.
Candy, Randy, and Bambi.
Friggin' Randy, mate. Would you call your daughter Randy?
They all sound fatherless, to be honest.
Question 2. We've got, in the same house, what musical genre was Peter's other neighbor a singer of?
I feel like, because it would have been like, oh, his luck sucks, lol. It would have had to be like heavy metal or some shit.
Ooh, incorrect.
Oh,
he had
what? Okay.
a neighbor. He was a short fella, and he played a specific type of music.
He's short. What, like jazz? Is it jazz or some shit? I can't remember much about the music thing.
Do you want me to tell you?
I can't remember the music thing, no.
Yeah. He was a singer of country western. Do you remember he had like, Peter's got like a neighbor, he thinks, as he's moved in, one of his neighbors keeps singing country western, and he keeps seeing this like little, I don't know the proper term, but he's a short fella. And then he's like, well, he mustn't be the loud singer. But it was.
I vaguely remember like something about not being the culprit. But for some reason, like singer, my mind was going to like that Cloud9 story during the 80s, which was fucking shit. I couldn't remember that.
I'm trying to remember the dude's name while we're here, while it's fresh in our head. Was it his Chelsea apartment? Peter Parker, Chelsea. In the meantime, question 3. Same building. What was the name of Peter's bitch landlord?
Oh no! Oh, she was an asshole to everyone.
Yes, she was.
Oh my god. Oh, the name escapes me. Fuck. I remember, like, even when I think didn't Gwen come back like as a clone, and then she was like talking mad shit about Peter
Yeah.
Parker as well as he was like freaking out.
I believe so.
I vaguely remember like an ends thing, but that's all I can remember.
It
Like
was
was
John and Noah.
yeah, like was something like ends in the name.
Yeah, it ends with ins. It was John and Noah.
Yeah, yeah, go on. Nah, yeah.
Mrs. Muggins.
Wasn't Candy's last name?
Yeah, she was related to one of the girls.
How? How would
I
I?
know, mate. Time
No
hit
way.
her hard. Lonesome Pinky was the other one. His neighbour in his Chelsea apartment who kept singing country western in all hours of the night.
Did he meet Glory through the apartment?
He did. It was Peter, Pinky, Randy, Bambi, Candy,
Jesus.
and Glory.
Where are they
Extreme
now, you
hit.
reckon?
Oh, mate. Probably the Playboy Mansion, knowing them three. And Pinky.
And Miss Muggins.
And me. Oh, yeah. You know it.
Yeah, you know it.
So, we've got one more category. Would you like to know what it is?
Yes, please, mate.
The final category, sinister foes. Ooh. So, obviously, all about the villains.
Okay.
So, to begin, on the cover of the Amazing Spider-Man issue 250, in the corner box, what does Hobgoblin tell the reader to do? Is that the noise of you pulling out the comic from your wardrobe, mate?
Was it something like was it something to do with like you don't want to miss this or some shit like that?
Something similar to that, yeah. Hobgoblin tells us this
To
comic
buy
is
it?
great. Oh, you're close. What would a supervillain do?
like get us or like bomb us or some shit.
Would a supervillain pay for a comic book? Or would he
Does he
just
steal it?
He
Steal the
does.
comic?
He goes, it's great. Steal it.
I might have
Good
to use
going.
that for one of mine. I'll say like it's great, watch it or some shit.
Absolutely, dude.
I remember, was that when the oh, was that which couple was 250 again?
250.
Was that when it was like the flames were around them
Yeah. And they're like
and they were like
drifting.
holding each other?
Death battle, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that whole
Sick.
era is so good.
Yeah, mate. Right, let me pull it back up. Well done there. Next question.
If only he was the Make-A-Wish thing in that one issue.
Oh my god, you're like, what was that comment on about, mate? You tell Make-A-Wish you want to meet notorious mob boss slash terrorist Wilson Fisk, and they have to sort it for you. Mental. Question 2. Bit of a hard one if you've not read it recently, I suppose. Name 4 of Carnage's gang from Maximum Carnage. 4 supervillains in Carnage's team. Who are they?
Oh, okay. So you got Doppelganger.
You do.
You got Shriek.
Oh yeah,
Uh, Demo Goblin was a part of it. Didn't he switch
he was.
sides?
He was always weird because sometimes he was like, it was like he was doing it for God, like he would attack criminals in the name of the church, and
Yeah, then he
sometimes
realized that like Carnage was just fucking wild.
yeah, sometimes he'd help Carnage like throw a baby out the window, you know.
And Carrion was a part of the team, right?
He was well done.
Yes.
And
Because
I
I've been
think
like planning to do a Maximum Carnage as well.
yes,
Eventually.
yes. Well done, dude.
14-part fucking series would be.
I also would have accepted Carnage himself as an answer.
I was gonna say even Jameson because the way he insulted Spidey at the end.
Yeah,
He's like, "Well, Captain America wouldn't have done this."
I was
Like,
ratty, and
Captain
he
America's perfect.
and I'm just a man. And he is.
What a bitch,
spider.
mate! Like, Carnage was on the verge of killing him.
He's just unmerciful, and he made like Jonah will take any opportunity to rat on it.
I don't like when it's unrealistic in that sense, or like he, no matter what, shits on
Yeah.
Spidey.
He's clearly just saved the day. Like he's helped at least. So you don't have to say he was the hero of the story, but you got to at least acknowledge it would have been a lot worse without him here.
That's why, like, even in the animated series, when he's like, he's asking for his help.
Yeah.
And then he's sad about it, and he accepts that Spider-Man is literally the only person who can save his son.
Yeah. Or
I'm
even in
only
like
doing this for John.
yeah. And they have to actually team. He shares a taxi with him. What was?
Could you
What were they
imagine that,
talking
right?
about in that taxi?
But he would have been pissed off too because he was in the black suit.
Yeah.
Oh god. So how many?
One
How
more
many are left?
question we've got.
Oh my!
Ooh. And harkening all the way back to the classic issues, mate. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes. Let's
So,
go for it.
what was the name of the doctor who helped Jonah Jameson create the Scorpion?
Oh, fuck! I can see the name. Because like doesn't his like brother do some shit like the fly?
His brother made the fly.
Is it like Stillwell or something?
Oh, it was. We need a first name though as well.
No, no. Oh no.
He
I
was
just
in
remember
the
Stillwell.
episode of Tass. I can give you half a point for that. But
Yeah, we'll make the even point from the other ones. I got half from. What was his first name again?
Farley. Dr.
Fucking
Farley Stillwell. So to be fair, is Farley a real name? I don't fucking think so.
Someone
I've never met a Farley. Ooh. Well done then, dude. So, would you like to know your final score?
Yes, please, mate. Yes, please.
Grand total out of a potential 18 points, you won, if I've counted right, 15.
Oh, only 3 wrong.
That's quite good because some of them were a bit of bullshit, weren't it? Like, let me go through them just so I haven't miscounted. Murdered Peter's parents, Red Skull, you got that. Empire State University, you got that. And the Sinister Syndicate members, you got them, so there's 3 points. Ringmaster, the new Fantastic Four, and the Plague, there's 6 points.
Some legendary moments in these.
the Spectacular Six, you got all them. The Sandman sample and spat in his face, there's 9 points. Steal This Comic, you got that. Carnage's Gang, and half a point for Farley Stillwell. So we were on 9. There's 11 and a half. Bluebird, you got another half point, so there's 12.
I think I said blue.
Yeah. You named the love interests, which gets you 13, but you didn't get that Smythe thought Mary Jane was
Yeah.
Spider-Man. So what we on?
What an absolute moron.
He's a psycho dude. And then in Man Behind the Mask, you only got Candy Randy Bambi. So yeah, 15 altogether. Very good job.
The Tasm 2 scene though. Where like Peter's like, yeah, and I'm Spider-Man. It's like, you know, Spider-Man? Spider-Man's a woman.
Spider-Man lives in Chicago and uses an alien Iron Man suit.
I'll take 15 out of 18.
Very well done, pal. Must say.
I think I retain my Spider-Man license for now.
For now, but next time. But the only questions I wanted to avoid was the bullshitty ones like, what number issue did this happen? Because I don't know that. Unless it's like a milestone, like 300. I don't know. What issue did the Luther first appear? Oh,
I only know that's in the 30s. That's in the 30s.
Exactly. There's too many variables for them. They're a bit bullshitty.
I'll put in... I have one question, but it's a one more day question, which I'll save.
Oh no! I only recently read a shit ton of that because I was looking into when Gargan was Venom, so I might have a shot.
I didn't mind when John Romita Jr. was doing the work there because I didn't like. I liked the painted look to his artwork.
Yeah.
I thought that like suited it better. Like even for Kick-Ass, didn't that have like the painted inking?
It did, yeah. In Amazing, in the scenes where like Venom's fighting anti-Venom, to be fair, the symbiotes do look like gooey and all weird because of how he's, as you say, the painted looks working for them because obviously it's ink, which, you know, that's what the Venom suit fucking is.
Have you seen the like one of the latest covers for
it's the first Daredevil because they've all been a bit dog shitty.
Oh mate,
no.
Shit. It's so bad. I don't even know, like I haven't read the last couple of issues. I got no clue what the fuck is happening in this series anymore. Like, it's like, is he fighting like mushroom monsters?
Is it the same mushroom monsters that Moon Knight took down in like 2015 that were growing under that dude's bed? What a callback.
It looks horrible, man.
Oh. He has dropped off a fair bit, which is a huge shame because he used to be boss. I was reading the other day, the Punisher, Punisher was in it. The Daredevil issue, Bully, where Daredevil and Punisher are after the same criminal, and that had some pretty good romance. No, there's a killer who's like turning, he's spiking aspirin with cyanide, and Punisher's obviously out to get him, and Daredevil's like, this dude clearly needs help. So, but there's a scene where they're fighting each other from the villain's perspective, and it's going like, whoa. He's like, I should be running, but I'm just transfixed because this is sick. They're kicking the shit out of him.
Pick up a weapon or something, and then like
Daredevil just tosses his billy club like dead casual. Yeah. Before he can pull the trigger, he gets bonked. Grim.
Like it shows like the billy club flying, and then the next panel is just like fully black.
Yeah. That. I thought that was boss. Like, what a great idea of showing it from the villain's perspective.
But I sent you the cover as well if you want to, torture your eyeballs a bit. It's every time you get that black armor suit, I swear to God, it's like a bad omen for Daredevil.
Yeah, dude. Why is he back in that?
Random ideas, to be honest, I think.
Literally just like regurgitate what they had. So
he's literally in a Spider-Man phase. It's so sad.
Poor fella. Well, it's been a long time coming because Daredevil's been fucking great.
He's been too good.
For too long. Back in your box, Murder. If you played along if you played along at home, comment your score. And I guarantee if anyone actually does, it'll be like, oh, I got 18 because I'm the best. Bullshit. Show your way.
You're not remembering Mrs. Muggins, you fucking liar.
Definitely
You would have
remember
read her name.
Randy and Candy, though.
In your brain, you'd like see Mrs. Muggins and go, all right, annoying bitch. And then that's like how you'd file it away. Like,
Yeah, you don't remember the name. Well, I didn't even know Lonesome Pinky myself. Just knew he's some country western. Oh, good times.
I got so many just like because there was a lot of like issues from the 80s I remember as a kid, and I feel like that'd be pretty good for quizzes because they're just so fucking weird.
Just so obscure that like a lot of them like
there's so many.
a lot of them me and you like discuss off screen anyway, like the Electro Plague issue.
Oh man, I already got one in my head. I can't wait.
Cannot wait.